And after the love and joy that was the first 3 games, we get this piece of shit. Which actually is like 1,000 times harder just because we get to leave out up to 2 of the photographers. If we had to use them all, right? But we don't. All right, the rules, F and H are used and they are together. L and M are not used together. That, of course, still means they could both be unused, right? They could both be in that last column, but they're just not used together. And then if G is at S, then L is at T. And finally, this last rule is the most important one because it actually gives us something to sink our teeth into, a rule of 2, a placeholder. If K isn't at T, then H and M both are. And if either one of them is not, then K is. So at T all the time, you either have H and M or you have K. So I can show that as a rule of 2. I've either got K or I've got H and M. And H is the same as F. So I've either got FHM or else I've got K. And that's my starting position. Let's answer these questions. 17, straightforward. Answer choice A breaks that third rule. If G is at Silva, then L has to be at Thorn. Answer choice B breaks our first rule. F and H have to be together. They have to be selected. Answer choice C breaks the second rule. You cannot select L and M at the same venue. And answer choice D breaks that fourth rule. If Thorn doesn't have K, then it has to have both H and M. They get rid of all those. That leaves us only answer choice E. And then question number 18. If H is in the same ceremony as L. So if you've got H and L together, that means you've got F and H and L together. And they are either here or they are here. Now remember, we have to have either K or else H and M. Here we do not have H and M, so we've got to have K. Here, we also do not have H and M because L is here. So we don't have M, which means again we have K. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this will have to be G and M. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the other one, I don't know if G and M, one of them is here. The other one might be not used at all or might be here. I don't know. But I don't care because I was asked what must be true, and it must be true that we use K. That fourth rule. All right, for 19, what could be the complete assignment of photographers to Silva? And why is answer choice B a possible answer? Let's test it out and take a look. F, G, and H. And we know that if we don't have H and M both here, we must have K. And remember, we were talking about a complete list. So that means everybody else is not there. And now if G is at Silva, L has to be here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That leaves M, which must not be used. Sure, right? That works. And that's how that works. For question 20, a complete and accurate list of photographers who must be assigned. Well, you know it's got F and H, but they all have F and H. But check out what happens in answer choice B. This is how we prove that Knutson K must be assigned. What happens if we try to leave K out? Right? All right, well, that means we've got FHM right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that'll have to be G and L. But if G is with Silva, L is not. And that is why you cannot put K out. K must be assigned. F and H by rule, K by rule also, I suppose, just not directly. Anybody else? Yeah, leave those fuckers out. All right, question 21. If we're going to select exactly 4. So let's select exactly 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, meaning we leave 2 out. All right, if we're selecting exactly 4, then we are not doing this. with H and M here. So we've got to have K here. And we've got to have F and H together. So they're not here, right? They have to be here. And now we have L and M and G, which, who knows, right? What were we asked? Which of the following must be assigned to Silva? Oh, well, F and H have to be assigned to Silva. Yay! For 22, what cannot be the complete assignment to Thorn? Why cannot? Why cannot we? Why can we not have answer choice B, F, H, K, and M? I mean, we knew we had to have either K or else H and M. Why can't we have all of them? F, K, H, M. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that'll be G and L. Oh, and that's why we can't have all four of those together, because if G is at Silva, L is not. That won't work, and that's why that's the right answer. And that leaves us with only question 23, the substitution question. We want something that looks the same as that rule. Notice that F and H are essentially interchangeable. You know, I mean, if we say that if K is not there, H and M are there, what we're really saying is if K is not there, F and H and M are there. And with that in mind, look what happens. I'm going to erase some of this. Look what happens when we diagram answer choice C. Unless K is at Thorn. And we know how to do that. Unless K is at Thorn, F and M must be, which means F and H and M. So if you don't have F or H or M, then you have K. If you don't have K, then you must have F, H, or M. And we come out with the same thing that we knew we had because F and H mean the same as each other. And answer choice C just substitutes an F for that H. And that, thank God, is the end of this terrible game and this whole game section. All right, in that video, I showed you why all the right answers were the right answers in that game. But I didn't really show you how to arrive at those answers. I didn't give you a system for dealing with the questions. I didn't give you a method for arriving at a diagram and working through a game on your own. And that's because I think that's worth paying for. If you agree with me, check out this link and you can see a list of all our current course offerings and their prices, and they're pretty reasonable, I think. And if you don't want to pay for that, that's totally cool. Just keep making the best use you can out of all these free videos, and please tell all your friends and family, neighbors and acquaintances and people you meet on the street how awesome we are. Of course, I mean, if you thought that was awesome, you really should see what's in the paid course.